Hi, everyone, and welcome to Team Legacy's Strategic Business Plan presentation on the Subaru Corporation. Before we get started, let's meet Team Legacy. The team includes Ethan, that's me, Lindsay, our team lead, Chudamas, and Michelle. I'll start off with the introduction of Subaru. Subaru is a popular automotive brand in the US. Subaru has a good reputation for producing reliable, high-quality, all-wheel drive vehicles. Subaru markets their vehicles to people and consumers who really enjoy the outdoors, dogs, and rallies. When it comes to the automotive industry, there are 6 types of vehicles. The 6 types of vehicles are internal combustion engines, electric vehicles, hybrid vehicles, and their autonomous counterparts. When it comes to Subaru's current mission and vision statement, Subaru's mission is to be a trusted partner for their customers and engage sincerely with them. And Subaru's vision is delivering happiness to all. As a team, we decided to make proposed mission and vision statements to meet all of the recommendations for what good mission and vision statements are. Our proposed mission statement adds on that Subaru wants to continuously improve on being a reliable, socially and environmentally responsible company. And our proposed vision statement adds on that Subaru wants to deliver happiness to all through conducting their business practices in an innovative, sustainable, and honorable manner. When it comes to Subaru's current core values, Subaru has 6 core values that they like to call their 6 stars. What struck out to me was that they want to be a shining example for others, to provide light and darkness to lead the way, to be the star of someone's day, and to shine brighter every day. And now I'll turn the time over to Lindsay to talk about Subaru's critical business issue.
Okay, so Subaru's main huge issue here is that they have a very low market share. And this is primarily due to 2 things. The first one is that they have really severe production inefficiencies. And this is caused by a lot of different factors, the most notable being, of course, the pandemic. And then they've even had more recent issues like earthquakes, and there's also even some internal stuff that's also causing that. And then they also have a lack of global presence. They are definitely not as dispersed and globalized as many of their competitors. So their low market share is evidenced through their revenue and growth rate. As you can see, their total annual revenue pales in comparison to their rivals. And their growth rate is actually on a decline at negative 13.19%. Furthermore, they have an extremely low relative market share. So Subaru, as you can see, is in big trouble when you look at their revenue and growth rates compared to their competitors. So to further back up the claim that the production inefficiencies are one of the causes of their low market share, you can look actually at their profitability. So looking at the ratios, you can see that their operating margin is extremely low. It's actually 198% below the rival average and 254% below industry average. And of course, their net income, as shown previously, is declining at a rapid 48.5% between 2020 and 2021. Furthermore, their ROE is 66% below the rival average and 80% below industry average. While they do have a current high payout ratio, what this could indicate is they are not reinvesting enough back into the business in order to grow it. However, they do have strength when it comes to their liquidity. As you can see, their liquidity is actually below the industry, or their debt to equity ratio is actually below the industry by almost 500% and below the rival average by 400%. Their lowly leveraged position is actually one of their strengths, and we will actually talk about that in the next slide. I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to Michelle.
All right, so we go ahead and put in some significant factors, some strengths, weaknesses, some threats, some opportunities. One of the strengths is that Toyota owns 20% of Subaru, which makes them kind of like partners. A threat of it, though, is the risk of acquisition due to low market share. What goes hand in hand with threat is the weakness. The majority of suppliers are located in Asia, not in America, which does have some downsides to it. An opportunity that we found was that the expansion into developing markets like China and India would help them increase their profits. So further on the SWOT analysis, expanding global presence through strategic partnership with Toyota using Toyota production facilities would definitely help. Obtaining new markets and strengthening existing markets by increasing market efforts. Expanding global presence by adopting Toyota's divisional structure and leveraging more debt towards R&D advancements to increase market share through product innovations and quality improvements, and finding solutions to tech security issues. Our final recommendations came down to these 4 bullet points: expanding productions into China, India, and the USA using Toyota's existing production facilities. Increasing funding towards marketing in the USA, India, and China would also help. Adopting Toyota's divisional structure and leveraging more debt to fund research and development. I will now turn it over to Chudamis.
Thank you, Michelle. And the strategies that Michelle just mentioned will help increase the company's profit by improving operational activities, while also benefiting shareholders by lowering production costs and increasing revenue over time. The recommendations will greatly benefit customers satisfactory because it will reduce lead time and offer improved quality in products. And a summary of our plan includes Subaru's current issue, which is having an extremely low market share, which is mainly caused by inefficiency in production and a low global presence, resulting in a downward trend in revenue in the past years. And to improve and resolve this issue, we recommend that Subaru utilize Toyota's facilities to increase production, and Toyota's structure, the divisional structure, which will help Subaru increase global presence. When we compared our strategic plan to Subaru's recent executive briefing, we discovered that both plans includes improving financial, health, and technology innovations, but Subaru is focused on doing so more sustainably and increasing safety features, whereas we are aiming to increase production efficiency, global presence, and marketing.
All right. So just kind of looking at our final thoughts here, these are the areas that we really excelled in and that I felt like we just really grew as a team and as individuals. So we had to analyze financials, and through that, we were able to gain an in-depth knowledge of this company and its health. The financials we learned are very telling, and we now know how to actually use those in order to tell a story about the company and where it's at. We were also able to acquire so much complex syndicated data from multiple sources and just kind of bring that all together and analyze it and break it down and craft these solutions that are able to help the company. We were also able to use these amazing tools called the SWOT, BCG, and QPSM matrix. These tools help us plan and sort of break things down quantifiably and figure out which strategy is going to be the most beneficial for the current problems that the company is facing. Lastly, but not least, we really excelled and improved on our critical thinking skills, as well as collaboration skills as a team, which is definitely not easy in a virtual environment. So we really built on that and improved it. So yes, we improved in so many areas, and this project was extremely helpful for that. So big thanks to Professor Parks, for allowing us to put this together and present it and learn all these awesome things. And thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.